approach me? Can you give me what I need? I'm looking for atonement. Who can lift me up my feet?
Our presentation, first draft, and then final draft.
Greetings humans, welcome back to yet another vlog. As always, it's your favorite cine here, cinematography, and if you are not subscribed, subscribe down below. If you have, just leave a like. Again, not too hectic, I want a lot of things, but it's finally the start of term 2, and I have a strange feeling it's going to be worse for a couple of reasons. One, this time instead of doing a fiction production, we have to do a factual production. Yeah, I think. But currently, the time is, I think, 1 o'clock. I just finished my morning classes for research. I went out to get a couple things at the store, a couple groceries, and I'm gonna have lunch and get back to class. I think I have about 30 minutes before class starts again. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, we're back. We are back. It's term 2. Also, term 2 is going to be in the dead of winter. I hope I'm as prepared as I will probably need to be. First winter this side, so we'll see how that goes.
It won't get harder. Like, this is the hardest part. And so if you can just make it through this, everything else is downhill. It's not that the things that the dragons are going to slay aren't going to get bigger. They are. But you become so much more equipped to slay them back. And you have so many more allies. You have people in the stands cheering for you. You have the audience. You have all of these other things that are behind you. But at the beginning, it's just you with a stick against a bear. And arguably, that fight is a harder fight to win than beating a dragon when you have a nuclear bomb and 6 nations behind you. And so it's not even like the size of the hardship, it's just also the resources and how few of them you have, and how so much of the beginning is literally burning the one thing you have, which is time.
Top of the morning, it is the 30th of April. The time is currently 7:51. Today's day 2. I just came back from the gym. I just checked this. What's this? I just checked my timetable right now, and apparently I don't have a morning class. Well, at least a 9 o'clock class. I think my first class of the day is probably at around 10 a.m., somewhere there. So I'm just having some breakfast and, of course, coffee. So we'll see how the day goes, but it should be very chilled. Later, I actually have to start meal prepping. I just don't know if I want to meal prep now or later. But I want to do it right now because I'm currently watching a podcast and having breakfast. But I think what I'll do is just like prep some of my ingredients in a bit. And then, yeah, I'll cook everything later. You know what the thing about meal prepping is, right? It's so great. It is so great. As a concept, very amazing. You know what sucks? The cooking. Cooking all those meals, my God. But you know what? It is what it is. We signed up for this. So I have 2 things coming up this week. One, I have an assessment for my station 1, which is basically directing, writing, and producing. So I have an assessment for the producing side of things. And then I have to finish up drafting a second draft of a script for a factual show that we're going to be producing this term. And then what else do I have to do? Oh, I think on Wednesday, somewhere there, I have a shoot, so I have to remember to get ready on time so that I can go collect the gear at the rental house first and then head over to my shooting location. Also, special shout out to a lens for hire. That's where I'm going to be renting out my gear for this shoot. It's been quite an interesting journey operating without gear. I just can't wait to buy my first camera. Well, yes, my second camera. suppose. But yeah, guys, also shout out to V-Way and shout out to Gary. Those guys helped my application move so much faster. I hope this is the start of an amazing friendship and relationship. I'm just curious to see what more they have in store for future shoots. But anyway, let me get back to meal prepping and I'll catch you guys on my desk. Not gonna lie, I kind of did cheat. This is, I don't know if you can see it. Can you? Okay, yeah. This is what I used as my marinade because I do not have soy sauce. So, but I have everything else, but there's no soy sauce. So I just decided to get this instead. Fun fact, I'm trying to be very diligent in my meal prepping right now because I just started this new workout regimen. It's called high frequency, low volume. And basically this is the idea behind it, right? And science-based, apparently. But basically, usually what I used to do before was I would work out on a 3 split basis, right? So it would be like chest and tri, or chest and back, and then arms, and then legs, and then repeat. So I effectively used to exercise one muscle group one muscle group every 2 days, right? So at the high frequency, low volume just means I do less exercises, but higher intensity, and I'm able to do more iterations or repetitions throughout the week. So instead of doing the muscle group twice, I do it 3 times a week now, right? And I'll be honest, right? At first it was a little bit jarring because it just feels like you could do more. You know, you feel it in your bones, in your body, in your spirit that I can do more. But usually for each muscle group that you'd be working out that day, you're probably doing like 2 to 3 exercises max on that muscle group. The idea is so that it's not so intense that you need like a long recovery time, so you're able to recover quicker so that you can work out that same muscle group the day after, right? Cool. And at first I was like a little bit skeptical because you know when you go to the gym and you feel like really sore and you're like, yeah, I just did a lot of work today, you know? You don't really get that with HIIT or with high frequency low volume, but the strength gains and the hypertrophy gains are absolutely insane. I'll put like 2 pictures here. But I found that to be very interesting, right? Because also I hit my first 100 kg bench press this past Friday, yesterday actually, at the gym. That was wild, right? And I remember for a while I was struggling to get to 90, and I've only been doing this for about 3 weeks now, and I've already hit a bench press PR. Now, granted, I haven't done it proper yet, but it's been a very significant change, you know, considering that I only started doing this for about 3 weeks, and I'm off creatine as well. I don't know when I'll be back on my next creatine cycle, but very interesting results. I'm curious to see if my squat will also go up using this program. Yeah, it should be very interesting. On other news, I just started trying out this other coffee. I got it from Pick and Pay. It's by the Roastery. Wait, I don't know if you can see it. Can you? I hope you can. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so it's actually really good. But I don't know if I like it more than the bootlegger or Mug and Beans medium roast. But I don't know. It's growing on me. I've tried three coffees so far in the past 3 months. Still yet to see which one's my favorite. Yeah. Anyway, let me get back to the meal prepping and we can finally start working. things first, it is week 2, or at least we just got to the end of week 2 for this term, and we're about to head into week 3. And if I'm being honest, guys, we are moving at least 20 what the fucks per second, right? It's insane. Also, I think I've found such respect for all the guys that did Station 1 last term. Producing, directing, writing, absolutely the pits. There's just so much happening at the same time, and it's really overwhelming. But we will get to the end of it. But more than anything, honestly, I'm just really glad we're finally getting the ball rolling. I can't wait for next semester, because now we start to specialize in the disciplines that we've chosen. So for me personally, I'm going to be specializing in cinematography and color grading, of course. I haven't done a really good job at showing you guys my color grading journey, but that's also because there's been a few things that I've also kind of been experimenting with, so that I know how to properly curate this process, I think. Especially when it comes to like color spaces and all of that stuff. So that should be quite the something. In other news, last weekend I was at the Soweto derby with some of my homies, and man, did we have a time. It was absolutely fantastic. Then we hit Alt Bar, I think, later on after that, and I'm gonna be for real, I don't remember what happened after that. I just know I was in a really good mood, and I was really happy, and if I'm being for real, that's all that matters. But anyway, other than that, we have a new week coming up. It is a Sunday, of course, so I'm gonna use this time to review the things that I didn't do last week, which I don't think there are a lot. I think what will be really cool is if I do like a productive day in the life kind of video. But it's kind of hard to do on days that I have school, because I could literally only be able to show you most of my day at the end of the day, and I don't know how practical that is. I mean, after all, we are students and no longer just freelancers anymore, so that makes things kind of interesting. But other than that, honestly, just gonna plan out the day, update my to-do list on my whiteboard, and then I don't know, just edit some of my IG content. One of the things that I'm trying to do as well is I want to see if I can like schedule content for 30 days on IG. I think I have a really nice thing going on right now, and I'm just curious to see where that content can go. It's been received very well, and I think I just want to see what it looks like over like a 30-day span, because I remember when I did Vlogmas last year, here on YouTube, we got our impressions all the way up to like, I think somewhere like 80k, somewhere there, 83k from a couple hundred, you know. So those results are really interesting, so I'm really curious to see how that sort of thing works out. Other than that, guys, the gym has been absolutely amazing, and I've already hit my first PR within 3 weeks, and that's been really interesting, because remember, guys, I used to look like this, then I looked like this, and then I looked like this. So, you know, it's been quite the journey. Honestly, can't lie, it's been quite the journey. But I think more than anything, I'm just really curious to see what new gym goals I will achieve and get to this year. Yeah. And then in other news, I want to start putting down my concept for a short film that I want to do. I haven't done films in a while, and I'm really trying to get into it. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, hopefully within the next week or the week after that, I can have something down as far as a concept. I'm really trying to really tap into like my cine bag, you know. And honestly, I just haven't done film festivals in a while, you know. I actually haven't done film festivals in my 20s, and I'm quite deep in my 20s, so curious to see how that works out. But other than that, guys, that's been a week 2 update. Catch you guys for the rest of week 3. It's gonna be intense. We have freaking assessments already. We're planning a factual show. It's a whole crazy thing going on. But other than that, guys, thank you for stopping by. As always, it's your favorite cine here, Diaries. Please, if you're new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you're returning again, I'll just settle for a like. Till next time.